Made a video where I was going all around at night, in the middle of the night, and I never felt danger at all, you know. It's always safe, I think.
But then at the same time, we also see that during this long weekend recently, it was 196 traffic accidents during one single day. I feel like maybe Taiwan might be the only country in the world which is actually safer during night than during the day. Welcome to my brand new studio and a brand new season of 外国人介绍台湾新闻, and we of course have some great Taiwanese news to kick off this season premiere. The Taiwan egg shortage is finally coming to an end. Check. Taipei ranked number 4 in the list of world's safest cities. Check. And Taiwan recently received over 150 people massive delegation from Europe. Also, check. That's right, your favorite YouTube show about Taiwanese news is back, and while I am trying to find my way around this new studio, the Czech delegation had no problem finding their way here to Taiwan, since they literally chartered an entire plane just for themselves in order to, and I quote, "assure that we are with you not only now, but will be with you also in the future, under any circumstances." And if any one of you are watching this video from Taiwan but do want to travel to Europe to visit our friends but may not be able to charter your own flight for the occasion, rest assured that hopefully there will soon be direct flights straight to Czech Republic from Taiwan. And speaking about Taiwan straight, someone else who actually also has their own plane is President Tsai, who has been more than busy lately since she has been traveling a tour of the Americas, visiting both Guatemala, Belize and the US, since she is busy trying to strengthen the relationship with, sadly, the shrinking number of allies after Honduras decided to switch their focus to the other side of the Taiwan Strait. Why would they do this, you might ask? Well, I can only speculate myself, but I personally think it has something to do with money, or maybe just a future promise of more money, since I firsthand know how emotional you can become when the promise of money is being waved just in front of your face. And I am of course talking about the fact that Taiwanese citizens and APRC holders now this week will be able to get the 6,000 rebates from the Taiwanese government straight in the ATMs if you haven't already received the money into your bank account. And when this news first was presented, it was a little bit unclear if us non-permanent ARC holders would also be eligible for this 6,000 NT rebate. Turns out it is only for Taiwanese citizens and APRC holders. And if you are able to pick up a little bit of jealousy in my voice, then you are not mistaken, but I'm not envious over the Taiwanese citizens or the APRC holders, since us normal ARC holders are more than used to this already, since the previous double, triple, quadruple vouchers already was put aside for the APRC holders, while us normal peasant ARC holders didn't receive anything. Instead, my jealousy are towards the tourists who will receive a 5,000 NT voucher simply by visiting amazing place of Taiwan, whereas us who have actually lived here for like decades and just being normal ARC holders will not receive anything at all. And speaking about absolutely zero, that is the number of eggs that have been available here in Taiwan lately, since there has been an egg shortage due to a bird flu outbreak. And maybe this is a sign for me to just change my diet a little bit, but I had actually no idea that we even had an egg shortage issue here in Taiwan to begin with. So in order to go to the bottom of this, I think it's time for us to introduce the first ever 外国人介绍台湾新闻 guest, and actually our first guest ever in our brand new studio. And our number one guest is, of course, Yuan Yuan!
Hey.
I introduced you as a guest. Do you feel like a guest, or does this feel like the good old days?
It's a bit both, you know, it's familiar. Like I know the setup, I have seen the cameras, the lights, but it's also quite new, some new cool stuff, new cameras, new lights.
Yes. You are now in the middle of my new Taiwan news concept here.
Okay.
So in addition to me presenting the news, I also wanted, hopefully, talking to a new foreigner every week about news that are happening here in Taiwan. And just as a transition, we will of course have one of the older, more familiar foreigners. Egg shortage is finally coming to an end here in Taiwan. Were you aware of that has even been an egg shortage?
No. When I go to Louisa, I still get the same omelette pancake, weu kodai omudan. But I have seen that a lot of people complain about it, so...
First time I heard about this was that the egg shortage is soon coming to an end because we start to import eggs.
Yeah.
And I was like, Has there been an egg shortage? I had no idea. Looking back now, my local breakfast place increased everything that has an egg with 5 NT. That is like how I have been affected. But I feel like it's not really that big of a deal. For some of you, it might even be a bigger issue. But if so, you should be happy to know that the egg shortage will hopefully come to an end here in Taiwan. And something else that at least I personally hope will come here to Taiwan in the very near future is the function of using your credit card to buy, I don't know, for example, a Taipei MRT ticket. If you missed my previous video, I basically spent a good amount of time complaining over the fact that you can actually not use a digital credit card in your phone to buy a MRT ticket or to just top up your Easy card in order to take a ride on the Taipei MRT. In case any 7-Eleven / MRT station / Easy card / iCash / credit card / iPhone Pay people are watching this video, please fix this. Now, I'm not gonna take full credit for this next news, but the fact is that within 24 hours of me releasing this video, asking for someone who will be able to take their iPhone and combine that with this amazing Taiwanese infrastructure we have here in Taiwan, Terry Go, the founder of Foxconn, which is the company who is actually producing these iPhones, decided to announce his presidential run for Taiwan. Is it a coincidence? I'm not so sure, but something that I am sure about is that if he would decide to run Taiwan the same way he is producing iPhones, I'm sure that there will be a lot more fees and maybe you even have to pay extra just to walk on the streets here in Taiwan, and maybe you will also get a notification after every meal you ever have here in Taiwan, just letting you know that your internal storage is full. And something else that is safe to say is that Taipei recently ranked number 4 in the list of world's safest cities. But something I did happen to notice is that the new Taipei city, which literally only is a bridge away, is not even included in this top list. So I think it's time to once again talk to the guest in today's video and to actually see if there is a difference between New Taipei City and Taipei. I think I already know the answer to this, but do you feel safe here in Taipei?
Yes. Especially, I made a video where I was going all around at night, in the middle of the night, and I never felt danger at all, you know. It's always safe, I think.
For those of you who have not kept up with his channel, you actually do not live in Taipei anymore.
That is true. That is true.
Do you feel like, is there a difference in the crime rates between New Taipei City and Taipei so far?
Pretty much the same, you know, it's like you cross a bridge. It's a bit different, there are differences, but not that much. Maybe the one biggest difference is a bit about the traffic. More dense in New Taipei City compared to Taipei.
It's more dense in New Taipei City?
I would say so, yeah. Especially commute time, there's more people who live there, maybe who commute to Taipei, so in the mornings you can see like hundreds of scooters at the red lights.
It was funny that you mentioned this, because actually in this survey too, where they listed Taipei as the 4th safest city in the world, they specifically said that Taipei had the lowest crime rate of all cities and was praised for being safe even at night. But then at the same time, we also see that during this long weekend recently, it was 196 traffic accidents during one single day. I feel like maybe Taiwan might be the only country in the world which is actually safer during night than during the day. Well, regardless, if you are visiting Taipei, New Taipei City, or any one of the other amazing cities we have here in Taiwan, and regardless if you prefer to visit during the day or during the night, I can almost 100% guarantee that you will, of course, enjoy your visit here in Taiwan, especially since you might also receive 5,000 NT just for visiting this amazing place. Since I will not be receiving this 5,000 voucher myself, hopefully I can at least receive 5,000 likes for this video. And if you haven't already, please also show your support by subscribing to this channel. And if you do want to support this channel and by extension Taiwan a little bit more, please also consider joining this YouTube channel membership, since 100% of this revenue will go straight back into this channel in order to make more, better, and maybe even more interesting videos about Taiwan every single week. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lukas. It starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.